I have always noticed something very strange. That is, the most prepared persons often say nothing. The most well read person in the room stays quiet. The one who has thought about something in a deepest way somehow ends up watching from the behind. Somehow ends up watching from the side while someone else who is louder or someone who is less prepared takes the stage. And I used to think that it was a confidence problem. But the more I observed, the more I realized, and it is much more painful than that. ये एक ऐसी बीमारी है जो सिर्फ इंटेलिजेंट लोगों को ही होती है. नाम है इसका इनविजिबिलिटी सिंड्रोम. Now there is a very specific kind of person I'm talking about. Yes, I'm talking about you. Someone who spends almost 6 hours researching before writing just one paragraph. Someone who has a draft but never publishes it. Someone who has an idea but waits for the right moment. Someone who watches others succeed with less intellect, less talent, and quietly wonders, मुझ में क्या कमी था? The answer in most cases is not a skill. It is not your intelligence either. It is something called preparation addiction. The belief that you are not yet ready. That one book or one more chapter or one more month or one more revision और इस wait करने में ही पूरी जिंदगी निकल जाती है. Two famous men changed the world but almost disappeared from history completely now. The year is 1895. In a cramped, poorly lit room in Calcutta, a Bengali professor is doing something that is extraordinary. He is making a bell ring in a room where no wire exists. His name is Acharya Jagadish Chandra Bose. At the town hall of Calcutta, he showed that electromagnetic waves can travel 75 feet across a room without touching anything. This was how radio was born in Bengal. एक साल बाद Guglielmo Marconi ने अपना पेटेंट फाइल कर लिया because Bose refused to patent his work. When people begged him, "Sir, please file the patent," he simply said, "Ideas should be shared freely. I am not interested in making money. I am interested in research." Bose believed that true science does not have any owner. That knowledge belongs to humanity at large, not to individuals. It was a beautiful belief. And now, this was also the reason as to why history almost forgot him. Jagadish Chandra Bose's own invention was later used by Marconi without any credit in the year 1901. And Jagadish Chandra Bose simply moved on. He started studying plants. He proved that plants to feel the pain. Bose wrote the first Bengali science fiction story. He lived to the fullest extent, but he lived quietly. Jagadish Chandra Bose didn't stay invisible because he lacked talent. He stayed invisible because he genuinely believed that visibility wasn't the point. Now let me tell you about another man who didn't even have the comfort of a philosophy to explain his silence. He just waited. The mathematician who received no formal university degree, no mentor, no funding, no institution. He was born in the year 1887 in Tamil Nadu. He failed in his college exams, not because he was dumb, but because he was so consumed by mathematics that he simply ignored everything else. He needed 2000 sheets of paper every month just for his calculations. उसने कॉलेज छोड़ दिया, पॉवर्टी में रहा, and he died at the age of 32, still young. Yes, 32, still preparing. He prepared every night, every spare hour. He was none other than Srinivas Ramanujan, and yet he showed his notebooks to almost none. He eventually took a clerk's job at Madras Port Trust at rupees 25 salary per month. Rupees 25 only. Imagine having the greatest mathematician of the 20th century who was stamping papers as part of his job. He sent letters to 3 Cambridge mathematicians. The first 2 rejected him, ignored him. Think about the greatest mathematical mind of his generation, completely ignored. और अगर वो वहां पे ही रुक जाता तो हिस्ट्री में कोई ट्रेस नहीं रहता उसका. बट ही रोट अ थर्ड लेटर, एंड दिस टाइम अनदर फेमस मैथमेटिशियन प्रोफेसर हार्डी रिस्पॉन्डेड सेइंग that this letter must be from somebody who is a mathematician of the highest quality. He brought Ramanujan to Cambridge. In 1918, Ramanujan became a fellow of the Royal Society. After Ramanujan died, his wife gave his notebooks to the University of Madras. Those notebooks disappeared for 56 years. In 1976, a mathematician named George Andrews found them in a dusty box at Cambridge. Centuries worth of mathematics undiscovered, sitting in a box. So what connects Bose and Ramanujan? Both were extraordinarily intelligent. Both had something original to offer the world. People who are genuinely knowledgeable but overthink every post before publishing it. People who have a voice but rehearse it so many times that it never actually leaves their tongue. इंटेलिजेंट लोगों के साथ ऐसी चीज होती है, वो अपनी खुद की वर्स्ट क्रिटिक होते हैं. You must have observed it. They see their gaps in their thinking before anyone else does. They anticipate every counter argument. They know exactly where they might be wrong. And what about the less self-aware person? They just don't wait for perfection to achieve. They just speak up. They just do their work consistently, and the world rewards visibility. Not always because the person who is not so expert is better and deserving, but simply because they were doing things consistently, shamelessly, unapologetically. They were doing their work imperfectly while you were doubting yourself. Thank you all for watching this video. I request you all to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so that you get to have the notifications as and when we publish our videos.